Welcome to Amalgamated Sugar's Minnecaja factory, one of the largest sugar beet processing facilities in the world. Originally constructed in 1917, the Minnecaja factory has evolved as new technology has been developed and capacity has increased. Today, the factory is capable of processing 21,550 tons of sugar beets a day, for a total of 3.85 million tons during a campaign. This is equivalent to processing approximately 20 acres of sugar beets every hour for 200 days. The Minnecaja factory will produce approximately 3 million pounds of sugar a day, year-round, using the sugar extracted from the sugar beets during campaign. Sugar beets enter the factory through a flume, which washes the beets, removing dirt and debris before they're sliced. A rotary rock catcher removes heavy materials from the water and sugar beets. After being washed, the sugar beets make their way to the hopper, where they wait to be cut into French fry-looking strips called cossettes. The cossettes are placed in a diffuser, which uses hot water to soak the sugar out of the sugar beet, using diffusion. The cossettes remain in the diffuser for roughly an hour. The liquid that remains after soaking the sugar beet cossettes in hot water is called raw juice. After most of the sugar has been diffused, the sugar beet still has a purpose. Now called wet pulp, the cossettes are pressed, dried, and sold as cattle feed. The raw juice, which contains the sugar, is sent to carbonation, where milk of lime and carbon dioxide are used to purify the juice. Impurities in the raw juice are removed using clarifiers and filters. The juice is now called thin juice and looks like tea. We will also soften the thin juice using equipment similar to a home water softener. Softening the thin juice prevents the buildup of hard water scale in the evaporators and other heating equipment. The system used to soften the thin juice was developed by our subsidiary company, Amalgamated Research LLC. The thin juice is concentrated using multiple effect evaporators and is now called thick juice, which looks like maple syrup. Thin juice is approximately 80% water, while thick juice is about 30% water. The Minnecaja factory produces approximately 2,500 gallons of distilled water per minute from the evaporators. This water is called condensate. Thick juice goes one of two places, either to the sugar end of the factory to be crystallized into sugar, or into large storage tanks to be crystallized later during the juice campaign. On the pan floor of the factory, thick juice is enriched with raw sugars in the high melter and filtered. The liquid is now called standard liquor. The standard liquor is further concentrated in large vacuum pans until there is not enough water to keep the sugar dissolved. At this point, a small amount of ground sugar crystals called fondant is injected into the vacuum pan as seed, so the sugar crystals start to grow the appropriate size. After the sugar crystals reach the correct size, a centrifugal machine is used to separate the remaining liquid from the sugar crystals. From this point, the sugar is dried, cooled, weighed, and sent to storage. Sugar is moved to large storage silos, where it awaits shipment. This particular silo is 116 feet in diameter and 90 feet high. That is as tall as a 7-story building. There are 3 silos of this size at the Minnecaja factory, and each can hold 40 million pounds of sugar. The remaining syrup is crystallized 2 more times, producing raw sugars that are used to enrich thick juice into standard liquor. The final syrup is called molasses. At our Twin Falls and Nampa factories, molasses is processed through large chromatography columns called separators to capture any remaining sugar and another sugar beet byproduct called betaine. This recovery process was also developed by Amalgamated Research LLC. From storage, the sugar is classified into various granulation sizes by passing through a series of screens and then packaged. While the Minnecaja factory produces some sugar that is packaged for retail, most of the sugar made in this factory is shipped in bulk for commercial use. This sugar leaves the factory in trucks and rail cars and is used as an ingredient in candy, baked goods, beverages, and other products. The majority of Amalgamated Sugar's retail packaging happens at our Nampa factory. Amalgamated Sugar is a leader in sustainable food production. We release 49% less greenhouse gases and use 29% less fossil fuel energy per bag of sugar than we did 20 years ago. We are committed to operating with the environment, community, and our employees in mind. We hope you've enjoyed learning more about how sugar is produced at Amalgamated Sugar. If you would like to learn more about our company, please visit amalgamatedsugar.com.